Hello. Okay, so it's been a while. Got a new haircut, got new lighting. I decided to kind of get in with the season and enjoy it. So here we are. I even found as many Halloween themed timers as I could from Laura Nettles, from the Dawdling Writer Jules, and from HK Darkwood. I believe that's I believe that's all. Their links are in the description. And so, yeah. And this one, you're going to hear, ooh, it's got some sound effects to it. Let me move it up a little bit so I can turn that down just a tiny bit. Because I'm not sure about what's going to happen when it goes off. So this is one of HK's Halloween themed timers. There we go. And it will keep me on track. I do have some announcements I'm very proud to make. I've got, we're at the end point when it comes to book 2. And I'm really trying to decide what my time frame is going to be for it. It is a bit of a long book. It's in like 90,000 words. But my go-to formatter, she's available during November, so I can get it formatted once I'm really okay with the end product. It's going through the 6th round of revisions at this point, and we're getting more beta reader feedback from the beta readers, so I'm implementing that, or I'm making the decisions with my co-writer Dawn as to whether or not we keep what they're advising or we don't do what they're advising. We just want to make sure that it's as much fun for the readers as it was for us when we originally wrote it. So, to that end, I already have the artwork for it, and I'm going to share it on here in just a little bit. I want to make sure that I give time for people to come in, and then so for the next break, I think I'm going to share that with everybody. I haven't shared it on anywhere but my newsletter so far. And so far, the feedback has been fantastic about it. Now, the original series, which this is book 2 of the original series, has a very different style to it than the prequel series is going to have. We're going to use the same lettering, and so you're going to know that they're connected, but you're going to know that they're different because the styles are a little bit different. And I hope that everybody enjoys it. So that's what's going on right here. I know that for this round, which I'm going to be asking everybody what they're working on. I was going to put my dragon up there, but it looks like maybe it got moved. Let me see. Maybe if I move it up here. Oh. And then resize it, of course. Ta-da! There we go. That should work. What are you working on today? I will be working on Kindle Vella for The Life and Loves of a Dragon. Dawn is actually available. She has really tough work schedules. So whenever she is available, I definitely try to take advantage of that. So my main focus is going to be that. The other focus is going to be on nonfiction, which is an article for my husband's directory business. He has several websites that he's running, and he's opening a directory website for Onslow County, which is around the area where we live, and it is it looks gorgeous already, but he's getting, he's doing the minor adjustments and making sure that nothing's erroring out and stuff. So he wanted me to write a couple articles that are business articles to provide to clients, and also just, a couple of things here and there for the businesses themselves as we go along and we get more clients. So I'm going to work on those and my Vela. I'm so curious to find out if this timer has a little ending chime or something. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, it's just a little chime. Okay, well, that's cool. The first portion is 15-minute timer for everybody to get started and see what you can do. Well, there we are. Made it to a break. That was just kind of a mini sprint to get us started. The next few are going to be either 25-minute sprints or 30-minute sprints. I wanted to do it this way because I'm trying to stay within 2 hours because Lindsay comes on after me, and unless I'm going on a huge roll and have to get a bunch done during my sprints, 2 hours is fine. So anyway, 25 to 30 minutes. That's usually right around the proper time, I think. So, how did you do? We have today CB is here, and Bree's Library, and Paget. Not sure if anybody else is here and just hasn't said anything because I'm not really paying attention. But if you are, feel free to say something. This is our break. Don't forget to save what you got and get up and move around if you need to. Get you something to drink. I've already drank one thing of water, so I'm moving on to more coffee, which people may not think is healthy, but I have ADHD and I can't take any meds for it, so this is mine. Doctor approved. I wanted to show everybody the new book image. So here it is. These two characters are actually not main characters, but we wanted to go with something different in our series and showcase all the different characters. This is Zenliel and Wolf. Yeah, he uses that name for a reason, and if you read the book, you'll know what his real name is, but this is Pacts and Portals, the Dragon Tasker series, number 2. Doppelgangers and Deceit was the first one, and it showcased our main characters on the cover. Then we're going to have Demons of Disaster as the next book, but we aren't working on that one quite yet. I mean, we're working on the revisions process, and we'll be getting it hopefully to the alpha readers sometime in December, but we don't have the cover for that one yet. We decided to focus instead on our prequel series too. So we'll actually have 2 series coming out, one book at a time throughout the years. Hopefully, all of the books will be out by 2025 in these 2 series. And then, of course, we have our Vela. Our Kindle Vela also showcases characters from this series. Anyway, I just wanted to show off because I really love it. All right, I'm going to take my dragon down and let that play through. You'll see the Pax Dragon. That's a new cover release from recently. We updated both the original book and the prequel, that is our reader magnet, with new cover. Well, the prequel got a new cover, and both of them got revisions and added scenes. So it's one of those situations where, when you first release something, you're testing things, you're trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, and we decided, well, we made some mistakes, so we're going to go back and fix that. And that's what we did. So now it's all available. We're actually going to make sure that the reader magnet is available in paperback form too, instead of just on the ebook that you get from signing up for my newsletter. And then we're working on the Vampire's Dragon, which is book 2 in the prequel series. Right now, the book will be going to beta readers, I believe, next month, and then next month or December, it'll be going to beta readers, and in the meantime, the cover is being made as we speak. But you'll see the difference in the styles on how the covers are done between the original series and the prequel series, and I think that's kind of neat. Paget says, actually, more coffee sounds excellent. CB says, I can't drink coffee, migraine, so I'm drinking diet soda. Sounds good to me. Okay, 25-minute sprint. Here we go. Okay. We are on the next break. Be sure to get up and move around if you need to, or save your work, get a drink, get a snack, whatever you need to do. I love these little spooky timers from Jules, so hoping you do too. She also has the really cute ones with the different bats and things like that. So that's kind of neat. Let me turn this one down. There we go. Anyway, I want to make sure that you guys know at the very first of the chat, if you scroll up, I left a link for Jenna's next stream, which is at 5 p.m., close to time right now. It's called Build a Live Stream with Me. And I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably be watching that in the background while we're doing these, since I just tagged my co-author with the additions that I made to our villa. And so anyway, what I was trying to say was, we definitely believe in the stream hopper situation, which my little banner's over it, but I'll have to fix that later. You get the point. Okay, she came in. Hello. So Paget was glad I mentioned coffee because she forgot to make it. So yeah, I have to have coffee because it's kind of like my ADHD medicine. It helps me out. I did try to do without it, and I do have some alternate things that I've got in the cabinet just in case. But so far, nothing else is done as well. I get really, really out of sorts if I don't have the caffeine from the coffee. So looks like the caffeine's gonna stay. We were discussing what is going into the stories and stuff. So a lot of you are or have been beta readers for me or alpha readers for me, and I appreciate that so much. These stories were written so long ago, and we're trying to make sure that they all get placed properly in a good order. So, without giving too much away, I've written what I can over here. Who are we going to see in the next two books? Basically, you're going to see the main orbit of characters. Will be, of course, Star and Raven, which I've changed their names to Seth and Morgan because if you look up DC Teen Titans, you'll know why I had to change that name. Anyway, they will be very important. We've got Morfessa and Largos are going to be very important. Inya and Phineas Gabriel, very important, of course. Phineas and Gabriel are your main character couple there. Then you've got Devin and Eva will be showing back up. Zenliel is going to play a major role. Sebastian and Sam. You'll see little pieces here and there of Derek and Mira and Isabel, which we barely touched on them right now in the books, but they do have a part to play. They're more kind of cameo characters that will become important later, but those are your main characters now. You're going to also see the main villain being Ezekiel Skinner. I kind of foreshadowed that he's the main villain from the very first sentence of the very first book. He's mentioned. And even though it may not seem like he's had a lot of screen time, it's building up. It's building up slowly. Because when you think about a series, you have to think about a series the same way you would think about plotting a book. Each book, or depending on how many you write, like Sarah Cannon's got tons in the same series, So each section of books in a series is also an act or a stage in a plot and an overall plot that you're trying to deliver for your readers. And so, we've got four in this series. And so once you get to the third book, you're at the midpoint of the series of this particular series. So we've got to keep in mind what's going on there, everything. So anyway, I've almost talked my way out of this one. Hoping I can stay online. Laptop is being wonky. Let me pause this. Yeah. So my laptop was doing weird things for the last 2 days that I've tried to use it. So I'm feeling you there. That's annoying, especially how much a laptop costs these days. So here we go. Breeze Library got 32% in a Southern Book Club. Gonna do a workout next sprint. Okay, cool. Enjoy your workout. I'm gonna be going for a walk later tonight. I read through chapter 9, now starting 10. Oh, the coffee is helping. I cannot thank you enough. Yeah, how can you forget? Of course, we do that. That's ADHD too. You forget. You can have a sticky note and still the sticky note is just not there anymore. It's magically not there anymore. So Diane comes out of nowhere like a ninja. Yes, coffee. How are you doing, Diane? I saw you earlier. Also, Diane has an art channel, not just her regular channel, but her art channel. And I watched the last video that she's got on that art channel, and wow, man, the talent. And the skill. Paget says, yeah, I was struggling and wondering why. I mean, duh. Love hearing about the other stories, especially when they love the world as much as you do. Yeah, oh man, we've been doing this, like I said, to Psycho, to me on her channel, since 2005. We've actually, so Dawn and I have actually been writing since the late 90s together. And then, we've had other writers that we've co-authored with and stuff, but we did it just because we loved it. We were doing these things for free on clubs, from clubs all the way through groups, through things like that. Now, not these particular characters, but we took these characters and we made them from just a basic guide in our character creation and kind of just built the world around them. And here we are. We did it for fun, and now we're going to publish it and see what happens. CB says, I'm doing some adulting right now because I'm going to show tomorrow, and I'm undiagnosed ADHD brain, unprepared, and need Hulk smashed because I've known about this. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens, right? I mean, that's the reason you will find. So I don't have the diagnosis written out on my stuff, but my doctors have told me that that's what this is. My children, every one of them are diagnosed. So, yeah, I keep planners because of that. I have to be very strict about stuff like that. Otherwise, there's no telling what I'll be doing when I'm supposed to be actually doing something. Planners are my friend. Okay, back into the sprints. Again, if you have a chance, check out Jenna's stream, which is supposed to be starting right now. Okay, we're on a next break. How did you do? I gave my hands a rest, which they needed it, and my eyeball a bit of a rest because I can kind of do things where I don't have to focus so much. Um, and I watched Jenna's stream. I think it's still going, but anyway, I went ahead and I re-put the link in there for everybody. Okay, well, it's almost bedtime for me. I've managed to get everything done. That's amazing! Congratulations! Gotta gotta celebrate those moments when we get everything done. I have one more, yes, one more sprint to go, and then it will be time to go over and see Lindsay. Lindsay Ewing is also streaming, or will be at 6. Let me put her link in there again in case you want to go over and say hi. There we go. And of course, after her, there's Nia, Vixen of Fiction, and then I think later tonight, Rhiannon from Heart Breathings is going to be on. So, if you ever need to know who's sprinting when, I put the AuthorTuber link up top because they try to catch everybody, including Heart Breathings, AuthorTuber stuff on there. And I believe all of them that are doing all of the Heart Breathings authors that are also sprint hosts, I believe all of them broadcast to YouTube, so they're in there. Let me see what I've got scheduled here. I'm going to lift this up a little bit, so sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I have a 25-minute timer, which is going to be perfect. Just wanted to be sure that that's what I had listed next. So now I can put this little screen right back where I had it. Hello, Melissa. How are you doing? Rita, good to see you. We have been going strong for almost 2 hours. We've got one more sprint left, and then I've put links for other streams. However you guys want to do it, jump over and give them love too.
I'm holding the side of my nose because I'm trying not to sneeze.
I think I did it. I think I conquered the sneeze. Awesome. Anyway, what are you guys up to? I can stick around for the last sprint. Awesome. Good to have you. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it or not. I'm going to show it off again. My book 2 image. Here we are. So, the goal is to have this out before the holidays, the big holiday, Christmas, Yule, whichever. It will probably not be out before Hanukkah, but it will be close. So, anyway, I'm fussing and fighting with the platforms right now to get things up, and then I've got to also make sure that it goes through the final revisions and to the formatter. But this is the cover, and I love it. So. I need to play in Canva, especially after Jenna's video of building live streams. Yes, Canva is amazing. It's a game changer. To quote other people, including I believe Melissa, it's a game changer. I can do things on Canva, and I can import things from other programs and apps into Canva to work, especially with that background tool. I love it. That's how I do all of these. The things up in the corner above where my screen is. I all of this. Everything on actually everything on this page other than of course HK's timers or Jules' timers or Laura's timers. Those are their stuff, but all of my stuff has been done in Canva. So it's so much easier than hiring somebody to do it. I have an artist that does my actual book covers, but when it comes to actually doing the ads and stuff, that's Canva. Except Donica did do the Pax Dragon artwork that I've got that'll pop up every once in a while. Otherwise, all Canva. Definitely worth it. All right. Anyway, here we go. Last sprint. Okay, so that was our last sprint. Hello, Morning Star. No, actually, it was a Halloween one by Laura Nettles. She has a bunch of really good ones for each and every season, just like HK does. Anyway, we were discussing whether or not we should do things ourselves. I'm kind of, it depends on if I'm good at something or not. Um, I can do, I'm cool with ads and stuff, but when it comes to like actual graphics for something like a book cover or whatever, it would only be a placeholder. I get somebody that's much better at it than me to do that. Um, and we were talking about web pages. So yeah, if you've purchased your rights to your domain name, you need a host. There are hosts out there that are very low cost. I believe y'all were talking about that there might be some for free, but I don't. I use WordPress and I go through SiteGround for my hosting. Now the web page itself, yeah, but the hosting costs a little bit, but it's like I think mine is 8 a year. It's not very much, so you can shop around for that, and then you have access to do whatever you want on it. So SiteGround would be my host, and then WordPress, and they do WordPress. The but their actual hosting name is SiteGround. Anyway, it's complicated, and it's something that I don't usually handle myself, other than just the basics of it. The Hubs, which is got his office next door to me, he handles most of the technical stuff. I also posted further back. I have posted Lindsay's link. She should have started at 6 o'clock. I also shared a non AI graphic designer who's holding a special sale on pre made covers. It's going to be October the 20th. And the Morningstar joined in. Paget, yeah, it's not going to be like a complicated website, just something slightly more than basic landing page. I don't even want to sell anything from it. So yes, so yeah, mine is very basic. Now I'm going to upgrade it, but the thing is I don't think I'm going to have to change hosting because of an upgrade. It's just we're going to have to figure out what apps to put into it that might cost extra money for an upgrade. We may not have to do that. As a matter of fact, it might be something that I can do an article on or a video on later. My little journey into taking my website from basic landing page zone up to qualifying for, having a Printify shop and everything, up to actually direct sales, because that is my business plan actually for my website. Thanks for the covers link. Heads up. Yeah, sure thing. Now they have it's on Facebook. Their Facebook page. That's where they're asking people, hey, if you want us to give you a heads up when it starts, let us know, and you just comment. That particular designer is pretty cool. My designer, she does things custom, like as they come in, and she's really great. If you want to look her up, Art of Donica, wonderful to work with, and came up with all the designs. Also keeps her nose in industry standards, so she knows what people like when it comes to specific genre. So, and she's her work. It costs money, yes, but it's not near as much as, say, some of the what is it, MIL, the art was going to charge me for it. So she's awesome. MailerLite isn't for websites, maybe landing pages and email build. Yeah, MailerLite. That's a good point. If you just want landing pages, look into that, because that's free. I have the website, my website made where I actually made a landing or a form in MailerLite and it's embedded into my website. But MailerLite does have that option where you can actually make something there. And as long as you've got under 1,000 followers for your newsletter on MailerLite, it's free. The basic is free. I mean, it's drag and drop. It's very basic. It's basically you're making a landing page. That's it. So if that's what you're looking into, that's what they used to do. I still use MailerLite for my newsletter, and oh, I love the drag and drop, and I love the simplicity um, of making a if then kind of situation where it's automated. So if they join, then they get this email, then they get this email. You know, so it really is nice, and you can schedule things out, and it saves all of your previous campaigns. So if there was something specific that worked, and you can see with all of your stats on there that it worked really well and people clicked on it, you can go back and copy that to your drafts and use that as your template because it obviously worked last time. So why not try it again? That kind of thing. Love MailerLite. So let's see. Canva, I thought had free sites. I don't know if they're free or not, but they do sites. So look into that one too. That's a possibility. Again, when it comes to Canva, like you saw probably with Jenna's video, that's easy too. That's drag and drop easy. So think I've gotten through everything. Look it up. Google the new MailerLite has a website. I'm wrong though. $10 to host. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking most when it comes to the hosting part, they are going to charge you something, but it's very minimal compared to everything else. I will move to MailerLite in the future, one thing at a time, just updating my website first, then update the mail service. Yeah. So, and also to give you some insight, it's like MailerLite. There are tons of videos out there if you keep them within the YouTube videos within the last year or two, that are really good for explaining how to do things. And since I've done it before, I can be of help if you ever need it. Just let me know. And that's also something that I wouldn't mind going into detail on. I might do a personal opinion on MailerLite and Story Origin because I use both of those. Story Origin, I honestly can't recommend enough. If once you have something out there that you are willing to put out there as either a reader magnet or or an actual book, Story Origin comes in handy because you can keep track of. You can kind of like Book Funnel. You can go in and do swaps, and you can do group promos. You can make your own. They also offer specific types of web design, but I haven't looked into theirs. May still be very basic. I'm not sure. But yeah, because of Story Origin and because of finding specific authors that are comparable to my genre and my style, and getting with them about swaps and about promotions and stuff, I've gone from zero newsletter subscriptions to 800 in the last year and 2 months. So I'm pushing to next year have to actually pay for MailerLite. Fingers crossed, it'll be worth it. Yes, they do. Like Book Funnel, you have places where you can put every type of book. I do Vella. I advertise Vella on my Story Origin too. People, I just make sure and let them know, hey, this is a Vella. Is it okay if I go in with you on this promo? Sure, as long as you've got the graphic. A lot of times they'll do it. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Lindsay's link is up there. If you have time, Jenna's link is up there. If you didn't get to catch it live, it should be on that link. And I'm thinking of staying with just Story Origin, which I have no idea how to use. But it just takes steps, Morningstar. You just have to get in there and start playing around with it. I've learned much more by being willing to do that on all of these programs. You're welcome for the sprints. I'll be back Thursday. See you later.